Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Pine Cove Productions, the Russian version. So I have got a lot of people out here doing busy things. But we've got many busy things more to do. And I thought, once I get this guy set up, back where he was, finishing the one field, that maybe what we do is take a little pop about and actually have a look at some of the local businesses in town. Now, originally I thought we'd drive around, but see, the thing is, this is Seasons Mod. We are restricted to X number of days to get some very large areas prepped. There it is. And this may seem a bit weird, but I don't see much point in plowing this in. If I'm just going to come along, spread poop, and plow it in anyway, I might as well just... Hopefully this works the same way, but I figure if I just chuck the dung down on top of the stubble, then we can grind all of it in at the same time. So, there you are. Perfect. And we've got our star terrace doing the plow on this side, and the big schluter is started on the other side of the field, and using the same kit is doing that there. So, as I said, what I figured we'd do, and we're going to use the handy-dandy this system to do it. Let's start way up at the top with the potato factory, shall we? Okay. Alright, so we got some sort of oil, we got curtain, pallets, and potatoes. And this is the potato washer. Now, usually you put fuel and water into these. Here, let's turn on our HUD. That might help. There we go. Yeah, fuel and water. Well, and of course potatoes, because it is potatoes we want to wash. So there you are. Now, currently, of course, we'd have to pay for our fuel, but I do believe once we get the refinery going, we'll do a little better than that. So, are you guys going to give me information? Here we are. Empty pallets, okay, pallet curtains, pallet oil, and potatoes washed. It'll give us potato bags, potato chips, pallet pums, which is pallets of potatoes. Okay, right now it seems to think the worst issue it has is no pallets. So obviously there is somewhere a pallet making facility, and it looks like we're going to have to do some early logging, because I can't see much other way to make pallets without wood. Alright. So that's the potatoes. What else have we got here? Let's take the long way around and go to the mill. This should be fairly straightforward, I would think. Yeah, there we go. Grain. And it gives us flour. Alright. So... and empty pallets. Okay, so yeah, pallets are apparently quite a thing, and it looks like something we're going to have to get started on. Right, Ricky-ticky, let me tell you. Alright, we've got a butchery. That's fairly self-explanatory. It'll take animals. Animals and empty pallets. Okay, so there we go. Once again, that's what we have. So over here, pallets. Okay, so we put our pallets there. Oh, I almost thought that was another potato washer, but it's just a stockyard for the critters. Alright, next up, we've been there. Let's go to the refinery. Okay. And here, we apparently bring empty pallets, pallets of paper, and canola, And we get fuel digestate pallet oil. Okay. Alright, and this one's a little different. Usually there's a gas pump here at the plant that you can fill up free fuel. This one doesn't appear to, so hopefully. Yeah, it produces fuel. I guess we have to take it back and store it on the farm. That's fine. Now, I'm not sure why, if this takes canola, that there's a picture of a sunflower. For sunflower oil. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually a canola flower. Okay. Yeah, I think just the shape of it, I thought it was a sunflower, but I guess that's just a canola flower. Okay. Alright, so we need this stuff here, and we know that the oil is being used elsewhere already. Very cool, okay. So some of these production chains are definitely tied together, eh? Brewery, let me guess. We're going to take grain and water. Hops, water, and barley. Oh. And where would one get hops? Is that a crop? Yes, it is. There we are. So, very cool. Apparently the production is actually at that point where they've even added a grain type. So, fairly obvious. Here's our pallets again. And over here would appear to be the beer. Okay, simple enough. Water, hops, wheat, or barley, I guess, whatever it is they actually want. Barley. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. Although they do make wheat beer. I understand it's quite popular. I don't drink myself, but I do understand wheat beer is quite popular. Alright, let's check out the bakery. Oh, there appears to be more than one thing here. What is that one? That's the bakery. City Bakery. Oh, okay, well, see what, eh? Alright, flour, sugar, corn syrup, and it makes cake and cake. Uh-oh, corn syrup. Zucker. Oh, they must make corn syrup. You say, how the hell do you make corn syrup out of sugar beets? Don't you make it out of corn? Pallets. Isn't male honey? I guess this must be a reference to the syrup. But I thought male was honey. Oh, well, that's just me. What the heck do I know? What else we got here? Anything change here? No? Okay. And I guess the city bakery is just a straight grain dump. No, it appears to be all part of the same plantation, man. Alright, so that's bakeries. And then we've got a liquid fertilizer sale point, and that's also, I believe, okay, we can't actually click it. There we are, and our water area. Let's just have a look here. What exactly is it? Oh, okay, it's just one of these. And we can also, as I said, here we've got a fertilizer point. Yeah. This one is just, the map does come with a production version of one of these. Right? Like the one that produces $1,000 an hour or whatever the heck it is. Yeah, get rid of that, okay? Yeah, I did. I just got right the heck rid of it. Corn, wheat, and water. Product fish. Okay. So yeah, this is the fish farm. That's some pretty hefty looking fish, man. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, I needs me rod. I can't let that pass me up. Wow, look at these fish. They're just lunkers. Oof. Alright, water tip here. Alright, so that's our fish factory. Interesting. Now I know there's a bunch of other things that go with fish mods. They don't appear to be here. This is for pallets again. Man, we gotta figure out where we make pallets, because that's gonna be like a numero uno priority here. I can see this. Alright, that's these guys. Let's jump down to the corn. And, so here we get empty pallets. Ah, this place makes corn syrup out of corn. What do you know? Oh, and popcorn. Woohoo! Really? There's nothing like pre-made. Oh, I guess it's not pre-made. It'd just be the bagged corns, but alrighty. That's all the usual suspects there. Oh, look. Some sugar beets laying there. And then this. Alright, well, obviously this one's going to take a little figuring out. Because that's more sugar beets. Like huge piles of sugar beets. Wow. That's all just pallets. Whew. Alright, well, this is a pretty big facility. Its own power plant. Alright. And, oh, cornflakes. Corn syrup and popcorn. Oh, this is where they make cornflakes. I always wondered about that. Alright, and then we got a sugar factory right next door. Oh, I see. Yeah, same place, but you bring sugar beets. Empty pallets, water, and sugar. Empty pallets, water, and sugar. Don't you make the... Oh, and it gives us pallets of sugar to go. Okay. So we don't actually drop off sugar beets here? Is that what you're telling me? Because that seems a little weird. Sure we do. Sugar beets go right here. Alright. Makes much more sense now. Alright, then we have a creamery. Interesting. Now, creamery, I would imagine, you drop off milk. I'm just saying. Oh, and pallets. And we get quark, cheese, yogurt, milk, and butter. Ooh, wonderful. Wonderful. So quite the production plant there, Nestle. Alright. Makes sense. Makes sense. And if we go from the creamery... The paper factory. Alright, alright. This appears to be the entire... Wow. Log Me Now complex, eh? So this place made water and wood chips, and it'll make pallet cartons and pallet paper. Okay. Now, do we need to bring... Yep, we do. We need to bring pallets here as well. Now, one of these places is going to produce pallets. I guarantee. Paper rolls and curtains, so boxes and rolls over here. Boards, and this will give us empty pallets. Okay. We need to fill that with fuel. And this, empty pallets, products, empty pallet. Resources, empty pallet, product, empty pallet, info, empty pallets, empty. Yeah, okay. So what are you telling me? That you've got all... Oh, I see. Apparently there's a bunch here ready. Object too heavy. Yeah, not surprised. Alright. And what are you? Vehicle. Oh! Huh, interesting. Alright, so this one... Paper rolls. Yep. Resources, pallet, paper. Products, pallet, paper. Okay, that's not the most helpful. This is the one that produces boxes. Yeah, pallet carton. And this appears to be pretty much ye olde woodworking shop here. Bill's Joinery. Logs. Pallets, barrels, and cargo boxes. Oh, I see. Okay. And Taffy's tables. Boards and produces tables. Interesting. Pretty nice looking tables there, Taffy. Well, this is a stock Maruvian sawmill, if I've ever seen one. But are you going to take wood chips or are you going to take fuel? Alright, fuel and logs. And we'll produce wood chips and boards. Alright. Alright. Wow. So yeah, we definitely going to have to sink our hooves into some logging, right, Ricky Ticky, let me tell you. Alright. What is next? I think we got, okay, pallets. Oh, this is all part of the same thing, isn't it? The sawmill, yeah. My gas station? Ooh, let's visit there. Whoa! Oh, that's just this part of it? Yep. So, I'm gonna think that the fuel we produce at the refinery we can put here, and this is actually our fuel station. Like where we'll get free fuel. And I do believe, well, we started up here. We've been through these. Gas station. Sawmill. Yeah, that seems to be about it. Alright, well, with that said, let's, oh, you're just finished, are you? Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? That is our quick little tour of the factories. So, yeah, this is what I spent most of our excess money on. I purchased this field. Which, yeah, that's what I thought. She's pretty much a clear field. So yeah, I didn't mean to be rude to anyone in the comments that was asking about showing some of the production that was being done on the map, but as you can see, we've got a lot of things to tend to here in Seasons. You know, and we are most definitely, even with hired workers and stuff, which is going to run me through the roof here. I've got like 5 people working for me right now. Even with that going on, we are limited, you know, in time. And I mean, like, literally with these plows, and these are some of the largest you can run, you know, that's like a 5-meter plow. In fact, I think it might be 5.8. So yeah, you don't get much bigger than that. And as you can see, at 11 km per hour, and even the Schluter's not doing much better. Yeah, it just plain takes all freaking day. So if it ends up taking the first 3 days of spring to get the fields prepped, that's not going to leave me a lot of time. But we'll see how it goes. I did want to at least jump around and give you guys a look at the different factories that are here. Because as I said, one of the reasons I came here was the amount of production. And it certainly doesn't look like it's lacking, does it? I.e., there's lots to be done. Alright, we should probably head in here and have a little bit of a look at dealing with the sanity of our animals, since we do have a fair packle of them. And we'll just leave those guys. I know that that manure thing will run out pretty quick. I did, however, in the intervening time, brought the little Merlot down to the farm. I figured that would be the easiest way to unload this puppy, since this is not an auto-load system. Like the trailer, is what I'm talking about. It's not an auto-loader. It is a functional, working, actual slab of trailer. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. I'm not exactly straight. Ugh. There we go. Keep it nice and close to the ground. Pull the hooks out. Sure it's nice and level. There we go. Oops. Backwards, dude. I wonder what the view's like in here. Not bad, actually, you know. Not bad. And let's gauge those hooks. Up we go. Ooh. I hate having them this high, but I don't know how else he would actually see out of one of these things. You know? Because that sure ain't going to improve the view. Oh, I'd grab those ones a little high, eh? Still, though, I'm impressed with this pallet fork, man. I really like that. That is fierce. Absolutely fierce. Let's pull the forks. Whoop. Let's try that again. There we go. Had them pitched up a little bit. And that's about the only way you can end up hooking these things. Oops. Oops, we're actually in the bales. There we go. Clamp. Clamp, come on. There you are. Ooh, you can see this thing just tilt, eh? We're right at the limits, I think, of its weight capabilities. Ooh, bit of a bounce. Pull the claws. There we go. And I should probably go fill my manure truck. Because I don't think it's going to be far from it. So 1.4 meter. I guess 1.5. Yeah, that'd be just about the right height, eh? So 1.5 to unload from this truck. Nice to know. And there we go. That's it. You're empty, mate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Little P417. Getting a little carried away there, are we? Notice how the degree changed when I accelerated? It's just enough to lean the bales back, eh? Well, so we know there's at least 1 degree of flex in the frame of that pallet. Or the frame of the loader itself. And nice and snug. We don't want to be wasting space. Let's pull those. And out we go. Nice. Alrighty. Let's just tuck you in here. Seems like a good deal. Alright, let's head back down to where the boys are working, shall we? Oh, look at that for timing. Indeed. Wow. Let's hope you do better than a row and a half, eh? So it looks like we're going to have to seriously consider really quickly getting into a little bit of logging here, eh? It looks like 90% of the production relies on one common thing. You need the pallets to take stuff away. So, is this guy done? Is that even the right field? Yeah? Wonder where he is. I've got one of the tractors cultivating here, but these fields are so big you can't actually see them. Oh, where are you, dude? Hello? Hello? Okay, he is moving. That was my worry. It looked like they weren't moving. They were screwed up here. Because you never know. There you are. Oh, still got a little bit of area to go here, eh? Wow. I mean, it's not like we can get all the fields done in a single day like we did on Watts. And we would be in a little bit of trouble now, but I completely forgot to adjust the time to 5x. So I've actually been running at 1x up till now. Oh, that was something else I did. The Lemkin pack, the cultivators and plows that I was using. I don't know about the cultivators. I never actually got around to using them. But I was having issues with the plows. Now, when I bought... What are you doing? Oh right, I didn't take you back. I should do that. When I bought them, I did buy a right and a left. Then I assume I put them on the right side, so I didn't really think about it. The shop kind of set them side by side. I backed into them and picked them up. But what the issue was, is when you use a hired worker, and that is something you're going to do a lot on this map, I think. When you use the hired worker, he would do every row twice. Yeah. And I think he was only reading it as a single plow, i.e. he would do it twice because he would read it as one 4-foot strip, a second 4-foot strip, even though it was actually running an 8-foot wide plow system. So it just, you know, it didn't pay to come back at the end of every row and fire the hired worker, jump into the cab myself, set them up for the next row, then go back and hire the worker. You know, it's, yeah, a little bit too redundant too quickly. Oh, and good ideas with just knocking a tree over there, a tree or two, and changing the driveway a little bit. I am going to do that. I'm just not sure. I don't think that I have the mod installed, the terrain one. let's have a look here, shall we? Excuse me. I'm pretty sure that I have the implement, of course, because that's this guy. Right? Oh, I didn't realize there was a bunch of stuff here. Oh, this I definitely wanted one. This is pretty cool. It not only carries fuel, but it actually allows you to configure your vehicles in the field. Like you want to add a front loader, you want to change the tire type, that sort of thing. You can do it by driving this guy up to him. He's like a portable shop. Okay, so we've got this fella, the lizard, for changing it. Might as well buy one. Yes, okay. But I think what it doesn't do at that point, without the other mod, I think all you can do is basically delete what you're doing. Like revert back to an old field style, or whatever the heck they call it. Ah, there you are. And this is full. Alrighty. I know they start all the critters with a little bit of goodies intact, so that's why I haven't been exactly roaring in there to get everything done. Yeah, and we've got a fair bit of time, because the map does very generously start you with pretty much all of everything you need, including power food and your mixed for the pigs. So very nice. Productivity 100%, next animal 15 hours, next animal 14 hours. Lovely. And we are producing wool. Perfect. But yeah, it's a nice thing on this map is that, as I say, they not only throw some critters in for you, but they actually make sure you can have them survive long enough to get on with other things. This little section right here reminds me of Watts. Just the way the house is back on the driveway and the grass leading up to it, and I don't know. I do miss playing on the Watts farm. It's, you know, it was a long-running series. It's a great map. I have no issues with it if you want to play smaller gear, man. I can't think of one I'd rather do than Watts, but after all that effort into it and getting halfway through the year and all that, it just... I tried. I lit the map up, I loaded gear into it, I got started, and I just, I couldn't do it. Didn't have the heart for it. That may seem weird, but I don't know. Alright, let's check on the rest of these people. Okay. So you're more or less taking care of the last row, right? Mm-hmm. So, what we need to do is get to your buddy. Alright, you are almost done as well. Beautiful. There you are, Mr. Schluter. When you get to the end of this row, we're going to move you to the next field. Oh, check it out. We got the girl driving. Big Super Track 3000. With about 1.5 tons of weight strapped to the front of her to counter this big plow. And with that, my dear, go home and grab yourself some lunch. I'll take it from here. Okay, let's hire us up. Who'd we get this time? Oh, the other girl. Cool, 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 cool. Uh-huh. Oh, I guess I could have done that while I was there. Then we could have unloaded. How are you doing? You're just getting started. You're almost done. And I should be able to pull you. Right on. That's the first cultivated field. Nice. Very nice. Excuse me. Of course, all the stuff on that side of the road belongs to other folk. This was the first field we started. And it is ready for seeding. Nice. Not bad for the first day. Of course, like I said, I did kind of mess it up. I forgot to switch us out, but it's okay. And you're just finishing the last row there, aren't you? Beautiful. So that's done. We can get him started on the other side of that other field. Oops. Get a little carried away. You're not quite that big, are you? Let's make sure we get all of it. So I'll start here. Ooh, that's still a little iffy. There we go. I'm happy with that. Man, looks like we're getting an all-female crew this time around. That's pretty cool. And notice the ladies are pretty hard workers. Well, I should have just jumped down and walked over there, shouldn't I? Oh, I went past it again. I keep meaning to unload that so I can just bring the darn tractor home, you know? Well, along with the trailer, of course. Alrighty. Very cool. Alright, let's get you over to getting some work done as well. We're pretty much going to drain these tractors on doing our first round of field work. There we go. Fire you up. Okay, brilliant. I think I want you a little further over. Apparently that sprayer got a little crazy. Yeah, I'll start you about there instead. I know it's a bit off the side of the field, but I don't really like the big clumps of poop everywhere. Okay. While we're over here, let's open the ramps. Really? Oh, you miserable, miserable bugger. Oof. Well, that was just pleasant as all get out, wasn't it? Alright. Oop, what's that bucket? There you are. Very nice. There we go. Now we can take our trailer home where we're going to make use of it, I'm sure, with other things. Not to mention the only loader we have that's got a pallet fork on it. Lovely. Oh, this another thing that's included on here. I haven't seen this for a long time, actually. when you bring something into a weigh scale, it'll actually bring up a little PDA and keep a running count of how much product you brought in over that scale. It's kind of cool. I don't remember what map it was, but some map I played quite a long series on did that. It recorded every, in fact I think right at the entrance to the farm there was even one of those scales. So, this is our other Johnny D, as you can see. Nice little piece of kit, 6210R. Excuse me. See, either side of this could easily have a bit of a trail put in. I'm not really sure where I want to park this up, but that's okay. I'm just out of curiosity going to grab this, there we go, grab this little puppy over here, just to see what the options are. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I need to, yeah, I definitely do. I need to have the other part of the mod installed. That's fine, it's on the mod hub anyway, so I would just grab it from there between games. And again, wow. There's 2 entire trailer loads. This, by the way, is the biggest flinger in the game. So, I don't know, there might be a modded one somewhere with a higher cap, but yeah, this is the biggest one currently in the game. So, I'm going to carry on, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think. Now, again, we will get into the production as we have time, well, and materials, obviously. As I said, it looks like pretty much everything requires pallets. So until we get a bit of logging started, which we can do as we have the machines do our other work for us, certainly. But, yeah. Next time around, that's likely what we're going to do, knock a few trees over and start getting some pallets built. So, hope you enjoyed, guys. If you did, you know what to do. There's shares, favorites, and just plain subscribing. Take care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.